What's going on, everyone? It's Marcellus back with another video. Today, we're going to be talking about why I believe that Baby Doge might turn bullish soon. So definitely stick around to the end of the video. I got a lot to talk about with the technicals here, and also leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you all want me to go over next. If you want to become a member of the channel, definitely go ahead and do that. I'll go over any crypto that the members want me to go over next, as long as it's not some kind of scam coin. And also, definitely hit the like button and subscribe. And remember, if it's not your keys, it's not your crypto. So you definitely want to check out that Ledger Nano X link inside of the description. And also remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but let's get straight to it. So I want to talk about Baby Doge here. Now, my video yesterday, this is what I mentioned yesterday. I was like, look, Baby Doge is probably going to start working its way up back to this resistance line. And this resistance line is all the way up here at 1440. And that's kind of what it's trying to do. But right now, we are seeing that it is having a hard time trying to get up there. It is kind of struggling, but we are on an uptrend here. You can actually see it very easily here. We're on a very nice uptrend here with Baby Doge. But right now, it kind of looks like we're about to retest the support, right? So we're probably going to come back here and retest this 1250 support. So right now, what you see Baby Doge at is 1279. Now, we just very briefly stayed above 1250, but now that we are kind of, doing a little bit of a pullback here, we just now went up to 1310, and now we're doing this pullback to 1280, possibly down to 1250. And then after that, we could probably try to rebuild ourselves back up here to this 1440 resistance. Now, like I said yesterday, 1440 could happen. I don't know when it's going to happen, but you do see over here for the 24-hour market control, it is saying that the bulls are in control by 60% for the 24-hour market control. So we are 60% bullish. So that does mean that we should have some momentum to get all the way back up here to 1440. Now, after 1440, you want to look at what we could have next for Baby Doge. Obviously, we would have a pullback, after 1440, just a little minor pullback before we start to rise up to this next area here of 1560. Or we could come up here to about 1670. So 1670 is at the top of that supply and demand of less demand. And then over here at the bottom of the supply and demand of less demand, you got 1550. So you got to watch out for both of those levels. So just keep that in mind. Now, like I said yesterday, we do have the possibility to get up here, and that's why I said it might be bullish. Baby Doge might become bullish inside of a very short amount of time. But that's a might, because you do want to look at what's going on the downside. Like, you just want to look at this. Like, it's kind of struggling to get and stay above 1250. It's kind of struggling to stay above this 1250 area. So now that we're struggling to stay above it, we need to get more money and more momentum coming into Baby Doge. Now, we are still seeing that we are still having the burns. We burned $7,960 in the last 24 hours with Baby Doge, which is that's fairly good, and then you're seeing that the volume is still, it's a little bit off right now. We could have more volume. But yeah, right now we're doing all right with Baby Doge, especially if you look over here at everything else in the crypto market. Everything's still moving sideways right now. We got small numbers for the gains today. So we're not doing bad with Baby Doge compared to everything else. So we're still doing all right. So yeah, Baby Doge right now up 1.6% for the last 24 hours. Still good there. Everything's all good. Now let's go ahead and look at what Baby Doge could do for the 4-hour chart. And this is the long-term chart. So like I said, with this consolidation, we did break out of the consolidation on the downside. But remember what I said in all those previous videos. Watch the videos from the whole past week. Just look at those videos and look at the technical analysis part and listen to what I'm talking about in these videos, because I mentioned this. I said, look, typically every time we have a consolidation area like this, let me take off the indicators. Every time we have this type of consolidation right here, we typically always break out on the downside, right? So first we break out on the downside, and then after we break out on the downside, that's when something very interesting happens with Baby Doge. So typically after we break out on the downside with Baby Doge, you tend to see it start to go right back up. You tend to see it start to go back on that uptrend. So we break out from that consolidation, and then we hit the support. So then after we hit the support, that was the key point for us to start building momentum. And that's why we're probably going to start rising here. So I mentioned this a lot because I've been doing Baby Doge technical analysis for a while. Like you can see all the way from back here, I've been doing this Baby Doge technical analysis for a while. And this is actually something that really happens very, very often inside of Baby Doge. It always does this. It always consolidates, breaks out on a negative downtrend. And then after that negative downtrend, that's when it starts to really take off. So you can actually see kind of some proof of it back here. So for this one right here, this is when, Baby Doge was just going crazy, in January. It's just starting to take off. So you can even see it throughout all these consolidation periods. Typically it would just take off, take off, take off. But for now, right now, what we're seeing with Baby Doge is inside of a bear market. So obviously in the bear market, we're going to go down on that downside. So now that we're going down on the downside here, we're hitting the support, and now we're going to build that momentum. So anyways, this red area right here that we're in is supply and demand of less demand. So we are in a less demand area. That's why it's kind of struggling to stay above 1250. And that's why I said it might have a chance to, become bullish. And if it does, we're going to go all the way up here to about 1440. And then if we can actually get back in here to this trend and go back on that uptrend, then we're going to see the next area for Baby Doge, which is going to be over here at 1670. So that's what you want to watch out for Baby Doge inside the near coming future. So also Bitcoin. Now, the Bitcoin prediction I made yesterday was actually correct. I mentioned Bitcoin and I was like, look, we're kind of like at this area. So first, let me bring it back to here. So we peaked out here at about 20.3K, right? And I mentioned that yesterday that we're peaking at our resistance. And then I mentioned when we came all the way down here, this is when I started to do the technical analysis yesterday. I was like, look, we're like bottomed out, but it's really struggling to stay down. Like Bitcoin did not want to stay down at all. Like when we broke the support here over at 19.7K, we should have kept going down, but it did not want to do that. It just kind of stayed sideways, which is what kind of told me that we were going to, start to become bullish here with Bitcoin. That's exactly what we did. And I showed you inside of the technical analysis yesterday. I was like, look, our first resistance here for Bitcoin is going to be 19.9K. But immediately after that, we're going to go straight up to the next resistance. And that is exactly what happened. It went to 20.3K. I was like, look, immediately after this one, we're going to have a little bit of a pullback. Watch my video from yesterday. I mentioned that. I was like, look, a little bit of a pullback. And then boom, we did. And then we had another increase inside of the Bitcoin price. And then that's why I drew this line up here. I was like, look, this is probably where we're going to top out at. And I did not think that we're going to get above this line, but we actually did. We got above it. And now you're seeing that it's kind of doing a pullback back down to the 20.7K support. So we already bounced off that support once because our resistance became our support. So now with Bitcoin, now we're at an interesting point here with Bitcoin, because the next area that you want to watch, and people are going to probably say, why am I talking about Bitcoin in a Baby Doge video? Because I already went over the Baby Doge technical analysis, but you got to remember that every crypto in the market is following Bitcoin. So you want to know what Bitcoin does before Baby Doge, because if you know what Bitcoin does, then you know what Baby Doge is about to do. So what we're seeing here in Bitcoin, we have that possibility to come all the way up here to this next resistance. And you can see 21.8K is that next resistance. So I'm kind of looking at Baby Doge like, if we're going to be going up to 21.8K in Bitcoin, then how far will Baby Doge go? And that's exactly why I have this resistance all the way up here, because it's about the same distance. If you look at it, it's about the same distance all the way up here to about 1440. This is the 15M chart. So if I go back over here to the Baby Doge 15M chart, then you're going to see that same level, about 1440. So yeah, Baby Doge is projected to get to about 1440. And remember, whenever Bitcoin pumps, Baby Doge typically pumps like way more. So we actually may see Baby Doge get all the way up to the next one at 1540. So watch out for that. So yeah, we could be seeing Bitcoin getting all the way up there. Now we are coming off of an overbought area here with Bitcoin. So we are going to have some selling, and that's why you're seeing here on the on this oscillator, you're seeing that the overbought is done now. Now we're having this selling wave coming up. But notice how we're at the beginning of the selling wave. We're not at the end of it yet. So you actually may see Bitcoin continuing to go down. That's why I mentioned that you're probably going to see it go back down to 20.7K. Right now we're at pretty much 20.9K. But yeah, you're going to see that probably happening very soon. But anyways, moving on from that, let's go over here to the 4-hour chart for Bitcoin to kind of look at the long term for Bitcoin. So long term Bitcoin, we are coming off of an overbought area, and we are at the peak of our overbought wave here on the oscillator. That pretty much shows that we are going to get selling. So it kind of confirms what I just now mentioned, like previously in the last like 5 minutes that I was been talking about how Bitcoin's going to do the pullback and then it's going to go up again. So we're going to have this pullback. Expect 20.7K Bitcoin and possibly even 20.5K. So watch out for that. I don't know if it can go lower or not, but we still have that possibility to continue to rise up to 21.8K. But yeah, that's what we got for the technicals for today for Baby Doge and also for Bitcoin here. Now, I want to show something else here. Over here, Baby Doge is the number 2 BNB chain project by social engagement. Right now, the top is PancakeSwap. So I did one pancake swap video like in my whole time on YouTube. I'm probably going to do another pancake swap. I'm probably going to try to do pancake swap some more. And a few of the subscribers have been asking me to do Feg token. So I have it written on this to do Feg token. So I'm going to be doing Feg token for you all. I'm going to be doing pancake swap next. And then I'm going to be going over the general crypto news, really for the 3AC, Three Arrows Capital, and how they ran off with everybody's money. That's pretty crazy. And then I'm going to go off on Shiba Inu and Dogecoin. So those are going to be the next videos coming out. They're obviously not all going to come out today, but they're going to come out throughout the week. So definitely stay tuned for that. But yeah, this is pretty much all I got for y'all today. So definitely go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section and let me know what you all want me to go over next. And also, if you want to become a member of the channel, definitely go ahead and do that. I'll go over any crypto that the members want me to go over next. And also, if you need the Ledger Nano X, remember, I have a link in the description for the Ledger Nano X. So, and the S, either one. But yeah, just remember, if it's not your keys, it's not your crypto. We're having so much going on inside the crypto market. You do not want to lose any of your money. And also, I want to show you something that the Baby Doge Twitter just now posted. And it's another reason why you want to have your money inside of a hardware wallet and not inside of some exchange. Like the software wallets are okay, like the DeFi wallets. And then, you know, I have wallets like that. And then you also want to have your hardware wallets as well. But like I said, do not put all your Baby Doge inside of your hardware wallet. You will pay so much inside the transfer fees. Remember, you're transferring your Baby Doge to the hardware wallet, which is 10% when you buy it, 10% when you transfer it, 10% when you transfer it back, and then 10% when you sell it after you transfer it back. So really, you're paying 40% when you put your Baby Doge into a hardware wallet. So I just want people to know that. Like when I say the hardware wallet, you really want to put everything else into the hardware wallet and a very small amount of Baby Doge. I have a very small amount of Baby Doge in the hardware wallet. Most of it's in my Trust wallet. But let me say this again. You're buying Baby Doge. That's 10%. You're sending it to your hardware wallet. That's another 10%. Now you're sending it back to your wallet after you know it's pumped. So that's another 10%. And now you're selling it from your wallet. That's another 10% because you can't sell it on the Trust wallet. Or not the Trust wallet. I mean, you can't sell it on the Ledger. You can't sell it. You can't buy it on the Ledger. None of that. I already tried it. I mean, I was trying it for hours. I could not do it at all. And yeah, I just wanted to let you all know that because it was crazy. And, you know, MetaMask, you have to connect your MetaMask to your Ledger and your Ledger Live in order to use the Baby Doge on there. But now you can kind of see it on the Ledger Live. So it's a whole lot of stuff going on with that. So I'm gonna do a whole video on how to get Baby Doge on your Ledger. But like I said, you only want to put a very small amount there because you will be paying 40% inside of fees, and you don't want to do that. But yeah, this is what I was talking about. Like this is why you want to keep your cryptos on a wallet, you know, like a hardware wallet. So this right here, just in crypto payments gateway, coin payments is ceasing operations in the USA and advises users to withdraw funds before July 19th. And you know what happens on July 19th? You will no longer be able to withdraw your funds, and all of your money then becomes their money. So you do not want to leave your money in on coin payments if you're still in the US. And if you're in on like all these centralized exchanges, just get a Ledger. And if you're holding Baby Doge, just use it on Trust Wallet. Honestly, getting Baby Doge on the Ledger isn't really that worth it that much with the transaction fees. I'm going to be completely honest. I have some on there, but I'm just going to wait until it pumps and I'm just going to leave it in there because the transfer fees are too much and I'm just living off of that reflections. But yeah, anyways, this is all I got for you all today. Like I said, I'm going to make one of the video on the Ledger Nano X very soon. But yeah, anyways, hit the like button and subscribe. And as always, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. As always, I'll be back with another video.